The Prime Minister broke his promise to negotiate a trade deal with the Americans. But what have the Canadians got for all of the Prime Minister's talk? Higher tariffs than when he was elected, thousands upon thousands of jobs lost, and concession after concession with nothing in return for Canadians. And now the U.S. President has terminated negotiations with Canada, and the Prime Minister says this morning that they're making great progress. In what world is the termination of negotiations great progress? When will the Prime Minister deliver the deal he promised?
Yeah.
Hear, hear.
The Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Mr. Speaker, for months, we have been drawing the distinction between what we can and what we cannot control, including trade policy of the United States, which has fundamentally shifted. We remain ready to restart negotiations. At the same time, we are building Canada strong. We are diversifying our supply chains with major economies in the Indo-Pacific. We are reducing internal barriers to trade, and we are getting off the ground national projects, which I may remind the opposition they voted against. Thank you.
The Honourable Member for Leeds, Grenville, Thousand Islands, Rideau Lakes.
Canadians don't have time for these Liberals to play catch-up. What have we got from the Prime Minister since his last trip to the White House? It was 5,000 auto jobs lost. What other jobs do we have to sacrifice? 100 jobs in Maitland that have gone to the United States, hundreds of forestry workers, 900 jobs at Imperial Oil that aren't coming back, all while Canadians are suffering with an affordability crisis that's been fueled by higher taxes under these Liberals and inflationary policies that have driven food prices up at the grocery store. He's telling young Canadians they may need to make sacrifices. When is he going to deliver on his promise with a deal?
The Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Mr. Speaker, it's surprising that the member opposite doesn't recognize that this government has been there to support industry and affected sectors with a $5 billion strategic response fund, Mr. Speaker, and $10 billion for liquidity management. At the same time, 80% of our trade is covered by an existing free trade agreement. At the same time, we are reducing internal barriers to trade to add up to $200 billion to the Canadian economy. We urge the opposition to get on board and stand united and build Canada strong.
The Honourable Member for Louis Saint Laurent à Cahoonrac. Mr. Speaker, this morning, another broken promise from the Prime Minister. He said there would be an agreement, there would be no tariffs. Well, what? Over the last 6 months, we've had nothing but tariffs and dozens of thousands of jobs lost in Canada because of these tariffs. What did we learn this morning? Well, Trump has cancelled negotiations. What was the direct response by the Prime Minister? He said, we're making progress. What does that mean? What planet does he live in? Millions of people are waiting for an agreement, but there's none. How can he defend what is inexcusable? The Honourable Minister. Mr. Speaker, for months now, we have been saying how important it is to make a distinction between the things we can and we cannot control. Now, we are prepared to start negotiations up again, but we ourselves can act here for nation-building projects to build the Canadian economy by diversifying our economy while we are building supply chains. We will be here for Canada strong. The Honourable Member for Louis Saint Laurent à Cahoonrac. Here in Canada, the Minister is saying here in Canada, but is she even aware of what's going on in Canada? In the Montreal region, 300 people lost their jobs at Packard. That's over 5,000 employees in the auto sector that have lost their job in Canada. What about aluminum, softwood lumber, steel, auto? Thousands of Quebecers are waiting for an answer from the government. And the government is saying we're making progress? The negotiations are over, according to Trump. When will the government act in a responsible way? The Honourable Minister. Mr. Speaker, the opposition knows that we are here for Canadians, including Quebecers. We are here with support for the auto industry, for the softwood lumber industry, for the industry overall, with $5 million with a strategic fund. At the same time, we will be diversifying our supply chains. We will be building the Canadian economy. And we will be here for Canada. Canada strong. Will he be on our side?